So, good afternoon again, Ma'am Alfie, Sir John. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon on how to create stunning presentations. And I am so excited to show you what I've also learned in the creation of these presentations. I hope you have your devices ready, like your laptop and or cell phone for listening and laptop or desktop for doing this activity. Anyways, I know you're already familiar with mm, zittings. Ano pa gani na? What do you call these, Ma'am Alfie? Zittings, poll everywhere. Um, what do you call these? Applications for interactivity, not for making um the classroom more interactive. So I've also discovered a new application that you can integrate in PowerPoint for that one when creating a stunning presentation. So this is most useful in your synchronous class. So I will share my screen. So I'll just go directly to this one. So I hope you've already seen these are 31 um, ways on how you can create a stunning or an attractive presentation. So these are the tools we have to use to be able to create such a presentation. But I will go directly to the apps or the add-ins. So let's start with ClassPoint. So ClassPoint again is like Zittings or um kato akong gipang mention ganina. What else was that? Zittings, all everywhere, stuff like that. Okay, I hope you have your phone ready because an example of class point is like this. I will run this presentation. So as you can see here at the bottom, the toolbar, I've already installed class class point. Was that correct? Yeah, classpoint.io. Yay. Wait again. Back sa back. So classpoint.io, which I've already installed in my computer, and then it's automatically used in PowerPoint. So it's as you can also see on the upper right hand, there's a class code. So it's just like itong Zthings poll everywhere where you can access this. So to access this, can you try and go to classpoint.app? Ano siya, classpoint.app, and then just put in this code. Sir John, can you please try and see if it works? This is my first time also using it, so it will actually look like this. So you have to go to classpoint.app and use the code 5623. No day timer ni ako ang 56. Oh, there's one participant already. I'll go back to 56232. I'll go to the first there. So mga pointers here, you can use the pointers. Oops. So there's also a timer. You can set the timer as well. Like if you only want if this is like a competition for your students, you can set a timer that they can only answer within 30 seconds, something like that. So that you can group your students together. So there are also markers here you can use, something like that. So to check your answers, were you able to press the answer already? So as you can see, you can also see how many participants who joined, the name. So we have Alfie and Junette there. Were you able to answer all of it? Ah, okay. Okay, wait. Let me X that out again. So there. Can you see on your screen? Hmm? If I will kuan it, if I will say something, hello, go. So if I will say something, it will also appear here. But in my presentation, I did not put any audio. That's why it's just like that. So let's see if this word cloud, this question is so there. So can you answer that part? Can you input your responses? And John, can you please try? Were you able to submit? And Ma'am Alfie also. I hope you can see the question there. So actually, this is ako na i-discard. So actually, this is a good kaan for interactive presentations. So this one is for synchronous classes. So again, that is ClassPoint.io. So if you're familiar with zittings.com, Poll Everywhere, it's really quite similar, but with ClassPoint.io, you can integrate it automatically in PowerPoint. So you can see it that over here. So you have multiple choice, word cloud, short answer. You can also let the students upload images. Okay. So Sir Alan, good afternoon. Can you is your audio okay now, or no, that was Sir Kuan Lahi Day. Sir Alan, can you hear me, sir? Anyways, another uh plug-in you can use to have a much more presentable, or let's say a stunning presentation, is Pixton. So Pixton is a comic character, just like, for example, this one. So Pixton. Uh, okay, sir. I hope you'll be able to follow, Sir Alan. So I'm already explaining the add-ons or add-ins for making your PowerPoint presentation much more stunning or attractive. Aside from what I have already presented, or the slideshow that I've already posted in uh, the virtual classroom. So let's try creating this comic strip over here. So all you need to do is go to insert and get add-ins. And then for that one, you have to look for Pixton. So just Pixton, that one. And then since I've already added this, I don't know if it's also add in your part. So once you add that, since that's already in my list of add-ins, I have Pixton here. I'll just click on that. So it's actually the same with yours. Uh, Inside the insert or home or the home tab, you'll be able to see Pixton characters on the um, right side. So when you click on that, there you go. Then just click on Get Started. So I'll try to add another character. Yes, indeed. I've also just recently discovered this. So you don't have to like create already your own um character from scratch, just like kanang mag-insert ka and then putting in shapes. So there's already a plugin for that. So just choose your character. So what I did, I chose I'll be choosing na lang another one. So this is like the avatar you have in your Facebook. So I'll choose hair there, and then the outfit, of course. You can make this as yourself, or maybe perhaps a character for this um, that would perhaps be in line with a story you're going to tell your students, or just a character for your presentation. If this is PE, then maybe perhaps you look for a avatar that is wearing sportswear, something like that. Maybe this one I will choose. And then the poses also. There's a lot of poses you can choose. And then just click to insert, and then you can also adjust. There you go. Okay. Um, so that's just how you do it. Another one would be to add images. But sometimes we search in Google for an image we want to put in our presentation. With this plugin, it's called Pexels. Pexels. So these are free stock photos. You won't get what do you call this one? If you won't put them as reference, perhaps you'll get plagiarized or something like that. So these are free stock photos. You can just uh, use it freely. And the good thing with this is if you have a palette already that you have um, that like the theme in your presentation, like you want all red. So all the photos that has a red shade of red will appear. So just go back to uh, add-ins and then search for Pexel. Pexel. Yes, sir. This one is also recorded. So, by the way, Ma'am Cindy, where will this be posted? In our YouTube channel, right? Yes, in our YouTube channel. So, Silliman Online University Learning. So again, pexels, you add pexels, and I'll just X because I already have pexels here. So I will add the pexel, and then you will be able to see the pexel add-in inside the insert tab. So there you go, pexel. I will just X the Pixton and then open pexels. Because sometimes in our presentation, we do want to put images, right? And we don't want to always have text because it will be sometimes be boring for students to look at. So much more of images, comic strips, memes. You have to integrate that in your presentation. So this is the pixel pane. You can search by color. So let's say, for example, I want all yellow, or I can just choose on this one there. And then under that is popular searches. Then you can just, you can just search here. Let's say, what do I want to search? Computer. Wait, sorry. Let me log out. So going back there, I will search on computer. So once you hit enter, all the yellow palette that has computer will be posted there. Okay. So if I'll change it to another color, let's say I'll just go click search by color. I'll search blue, or you can just click on anywhere here, and then I will put computer again there. So it's all blue. An example of that where I have used it would be in the presentation I created for what's that? Creating pre-recorded lecture video. I placed that here. So this one. So this part over here, that is all from uh, Pixton. Oh, Pixel. All the shades. Because I'm using yellow here. So I also want everything there to be yellow. The same with this one. So this is blue. I want that to be blue. There you go. You get the idea. And then the next one would be, let me go back to my presentation here. What else? Oh, break time. Break time is also a good way, like again for synchronous class. So you have an activity that you want them to create, and then break time is like a stopwatch. So you will set a time, let's say do this for 10 minutes, and you can insert that in your PowerPoint. So let's go to insert and get add-ins. So what's the name of that? Sorry, I forgot. I have not placed this yet. So it's break time. So click on that, search break time, enter, and there you go. Click on add, and then just click on continue. So it's still loading that stopwatch there. So you can set, like, you want them to like what I've mentioned a while ago. So you're going to give them 10 minutes to do this task, or you want to give them a 5-minute break before coming back to your Zoom meeting or Google Meet. So let's say 5, and then you have bar bar time. Of course, you'll not use bar time for your students. There, you can choose, you have to read this for 5 minutes. So let's put that in another slide. Let's see if I can put this here. I want to transfer it here. There you go. So once you're already presenting this slide, so let's say example, you come from here, and then you're going to give them the instruction. Okay, read this for 5 minutes, then you just go to start. There. Okay. So you no longer have to um open like perhaps YouTube that has a timer. This one is already integrated in PowerPoint, so it is much more convenient for us, right? Okay, that's the third plugin. There's another one here. Okay, if ever you are teaching math or science, or if you know anyone that's teaching math or science, there's also another plug-in that's very much interactive, an interactive simulation that's FET interactive. So let's try this one just to see how this works. So I'll just open here a new slide to put that in there. So FET, Phet. There. So it's a simulation, an interactive simulation for science and math. So let's try. So you have a lot of templates here where you can use. Just try. No, there's really a lot. I don't know how these these things work. Let's say maybe wave on a string. So there's a lot of simulation here. So let's just there, there, diba? Cool. So if you want to use this, click on insert and then yeah, only those science or math can understand this. So I just telling you how to put that in there. There you go. So again, if you are using, I mean, if you're an science or a math teacher, I know for sure that you have already have an idea on what this is. But if you're not, please do share this. It's FET. What is that again? FET Interactive. There you go. Okay. So the next one is QR. You're familiar with QR codes, right? So you can also have a QR in your presentation. So I'll show you an example of that one, which I used in one of my presentation. I think it's this one. There you go. So this one is not only useful for synchronous, but in also uh, is not useful for not only useful for synchronous, but also in your asynchronous classes. Like perhaps your student is using his or her phone and the laptop. You can just hover the camera over here. So it can be clickable. So I linked this one. So when I click on that one, it will redirect me to this there. Okay, I'll just X that. Or the student can just use his or her phone. So an example would that be click on camera and then just point, and then on top, just click the one posted on top and you'll be able to see that there. Okay, so how do we add a that one? How do we add that add-ins? So the same way, insert and then QR for office. So go here, QR for office, enter, and this one. Okay, it's already in my add-in, so I'll just click on that and then add. There you go. So let's say, for example, let's say I'm going to insert an icon, and this will redirect me to a website. Mm, I'll just choose the first icon here. I'll put an insert. Okay, let's just say, for example, when they click on this, okay, wait, And I will choose a website. Or perhaps this website. I will choose this website. This is in YouTube. So I will just copy the link over there. And then over here, you have HTTP. We'll just leave that as is and then paste. But then you need to delete this part so that it will not be redundant. There you go. So it will automatically generate a QR code. Then click on insert and then there you go. Okay. And you can also generate a QR code for an email. Let's say you want when they click on that or when they scan the QR code, it will directly go to their perhaps Gmail so they can send you an email. So it's like mail to, and then you type in, oops, and you type in here your email address. So let me type in my email address, edu.ph. There, mail to, and my email address. So once I insert that, example, this one. Well, of course, you need to have an instruction on what this QR code is. So I'll put in a text box. Scan to send me an email, something like that. Okay, let me try if that works. So again, open the camera. You don't have to click the camera and then yes. So it did send it to the my Gmail. See, I hope that is useful. And I hope you were able to follow. Next would be to create a flowchart. Hi, okay, sorry. What is it that can't be seen? Ma'am, Sir Alan, what is it that can't be seen, sir? My phone? Oh, I okay. Sorry, I cannot see food actually if I'm showing something or not. Wait, let me check. Ay, okay. Sige, I'll show it to you again. So it's something like, wait. So I am going to go to my camera and then just I'm gonna click on this. I mean, scan the QR code and then it automatically sends. It's so hard, yeah, to show. Basta on my phone, it automatically went to um my Gmail. Okay, wait first. There's a kid here. Okay, okay lang tulad. Yes, actually it's the same as like that contact tracing. So just in case you want to add a QR code to your presentation, you already know what plugin to use. Okay. Next is Draw.io. So Draw.io diagrams, this is when you create a flow chart. If you want to create a flow chart, and then of course we can also create flow chart in manually, just like perhaps like this. But there's a lot of shapes here. So where's the flow chart? like this, right? You have to do like this, and it takes a lot of time and effort just to click one symbol at a time. That's the usual way of creating a flow chart. And of course, with Draw.io, you don't have to do that anymore. So let's try Draw.io. Let's try inserting Draw.io. There, Draw.io diagram. Insert, continue. And then over the insert tab, of course, that's here. We'll be able to find that here. So you just need to follow these instructions over here, and then you'll automatically be sent to this um, wait on how to create this diagram, and then just click on insert to do that. You don't have to do this one by one. Okay, this one is much more easier if you have to draw an input or output or any flow charts of some sort. Okay, next would be Pro Word Cloud. Yes, create word cloud images for your text. Let's try that. Pro Word Cloud. There, add. Okay, was I able to? Hmm, there you go. So fonts, here, we'll just go directly here. Create word cloud. Select a text. Oh, okay. So let's say, for example, you still need to put in some text, of course. So let me go to my text box and then, okay. So let me say, let's say, perhaps you ask your class how they felt today, and you just put it in here. Let's say happy, sad, excited, and then someone again typed happy, and then someone again typed excited, perhaps confused, overwhelmed, and someone typed, oh, sorry, over. Someone typed again confused. Okay, let's try. So create, let's select, and then create the word cloud. There. So it's automatically here, and then click on the word cloud image to copy it to your clipboard. I haven't actually used this yet. So let's see how to save to gallery. Uh, oh, so you need to sign up. Hmm. Maybe I can just. Oh, so you need to sign up for Pro. Okay. So there could be another way to do this, which I still have to explore as well. So anyway, with this one, we can also put that in here for our texts. So yeah, just explore, and of course, poll everywhere. It's just the same as ClassPoint, somewhat the same as ClassPoint.io. And last but not the least is No Hands app. So an example of that, it's not actually a an add-in in PowerPoint, but No Hands app would look like this one as an example. So for interactivity, you don't need like perhaps to call your student to perhaps participate or answer a particular question. So I've already placed in the names for no hands up. So when I click on that one, it will just randomly select a name, and then that's the name that you are going to call if ever you have a question. So this one is like downloaded in what website is that? Oh, just search for in Google. Just search for No Hands app. No Hands app there, and it should be this one. E-hide there, and you just need to download it. Download it in your device, and then this is where you're going to edit the names of the. Don't worry if there's like a lot of text here. All you need to do is just go to examples, and then you can change what class. Let's say I have an empowerment MTech section A class. I'll put that like that. And then right over here is all the names of your student. And you can add in another class or another section. So just like this one, I will rename this to MTech, then another section, let's say B. And then over here, just change the names of your student. Okay, and then always save. And then once you launch, I'll X that out first. Once you launch the no hands, there, it's automatically going to uh, post the names. So if you're running a presentation like this, I will lock that in here. Control T, wait, control lock there. And then let's say I'm running this presentation here. Then I have a question for a student. Okay, then I'll just click this and there you go. So Alex, can you answer this one? So Alex is from MTech or John is from MTech B. Yes. So basically those are the oh, let me X this. Uh These are the add-ins that are very much useful for your presentation. Aside from what I've already mentioned in my slides, so this one is also could be very important in your presentation. So do you have any questions or anything that you might want to ask or want me to repeat? Sir Alan, okay na po ba yun? Yes, indeed. And they're very useful, actually. Yes, go, Sir Explorman. And of course, there is a lot of tutorials also with these um, plugins. in YouTube. I think I've also posted that link in my presentation. So I hope I will be able to see you again tomorrow, sir, for the creating pre-recorded lecture videos. So if you don't have any other questions, thank you so much, sir. PowerPoint will be attached. This PowerPoint, sir, you mean? Ito pong PowerPoint na ano pinakita ko, like this one. Okay. Sige, or perhaps email. Sige puwede. Or ano sir, puwede kong kasi ano lang 'to, unsa ng, I made this like just right now, that's why it's not that ano, I can just email it to you na lang. Sige. Wait, email .com. I'll copy your email address first. Okay. Email Allen yan. Okay. 123 @gmail. Okay, sir. I will email. Oh, ito po yung correct. Allen yan. Yana? Is that correct, sir? Okay. Sige, sir. Expect an email today. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. And I really do hope you'll be able to use this in your presentations. Thank you and have a great day po. Bye-bye.